things that don't relate to each other. This morning I was thinking of things that don't necessarily relate to each other. And I was thinking of Brad Parscale, however Trump would like to call him, and his relationship to the intelligence that Donald Trump took in order to win the campaign, in order to create a modified election outcome. And I was doing some tracking on it, and I got into a guy named Damon who worked into the NSA, intelligence, cyber security, who would be a relatively reasonable person to hack in through the back door, who passed away recently as of November, I believe, shortly after Donald Trump created this act in California for water and water rights for farmers, for the Republicans, for Zinke in particular, in order to move water for farms. And the relationship started building from there as I saw that Devin Nunes and Damon were good friends, and Devin Nunes was the one that helped Trump to get the information needed through the FBI after Comey had gone down and was attempting to make it so that way he didn't look like he was guilty. And Zinke, who came in with Trump, who had the Land Act and was using it not bipartisan, why do I want to say by camel, an effective way to take the land back from the United States of America so nobody had to pay for it. And then Donald Trump, who had Parscale, who was being viewed and watched because of his actions with the internet. And the one person that would be the linchpin that could figure out what was going on in California, Parscale, Zinke, and Donald Trump, would be Damon, because Damon knew Nunes, and Damon and Nunes had grown up pretty much together since 2003. And if Nunes knew that Damon was a threat, and Nunes knew that he was a threat, then Nunes would be in hiding right now, afraid of what he's agreed with these people. And Damon would be easy to get rid of by giving him some form of sudden illness, which he did die from for no reason, young, healthy man. What is the relationship here, though? The relationship is water rights, California, Donald Trump, and the agreement while he was in Arizona that he made for California, after he said on the television that he had just been to California and saw all the dry fields, yet he did not go to California, and that was not true. So if he didn't go to California, he didn't see these dry lands, and 5 Republicans came to him, and at the same time as he was in Arizona, he was being approached by the weapons manufacturers, and he was making agreements. What was he making agreements for, and what were the relationships of these agreements? The reason why this is important is that somebody inside the system, if he knows, has to be his mole that's giving him information about who's doing investigations on him inside the investigation system, which means somebody at the very top is letting Trump or Trump organization know who's monitoring him and who's doing investigations on him. Zinke ran away just as quickly as they got Mick Mulvaney into the office. Mick Mulvaney had to be in the office because he's the money man. You got to keep your money man close because you have your money moving through the money man. These are all good questions. These are really good leads that I don't have time to get into. I think that somebody should look at them. I think there's a serious problem here. I think that there's a young man who's passed away that his passage was so quickly it was questionable, and his relationship to the love of the land and the water and his relationship to cybersecurity come directly back to Donald Trump and Trump's agreements for land and water, California, Devin Nunes, Parscale, Zinke, and Trump's agreements himself. And so if there's a connection there, it will be with Damon from the NSA. And if there was some foul play that was done there or along that lines, God bless them. Because these people, it appears, have more connections than what they should. which means that they run deeper than what they have been thought to have run before. And God bless them for doing what they're doing, because if they are all working together to do bad things, and the bad things that they're doing harm others, and harming others harms God, and harming God is against the ways. So God bless God. And remember, it's going to get really ugly really fast. Keep your head down. Keep your eyes open. Record everything. The nuance of the way they speak signals what they are saying. They always speak in sudden nuance, as if the truth wants to come out of them, yet something inside of them holds it back.